Still basking from yesterday's win over Wolves at the Emirates Stadium in what was our first game of the new 2024-25 Premier League season. 2-0 Arsenal win. I'm still excited. I've got to be excited. We've been waiting for the season for so long, and it came with a buzz, and what a comfortable win. Yeah, it's another day and it's another update. Transfers. Let's talk transfers. It's no longer news, is it? Mikel Merino to Arsenal, potentially, imminently, call it what you will. But I've always assured you that Mikel Merino's deal it was just a matter of time. And huge news came out yesterday according to Fabrizio Romano. Remember, Edu, Arsenal's sporting director, has been out there in Spain, finalizing the deals, uh, documents being prepared, and all of that. The player has always indicated his interest in joining Arsenal. Personal terms, no problem. In Mikel Arteta's press conference before the Arsenal game, he was asked, "Does Mikel like Mikel?" Obviously, he was talking about. They were asking him about Mikel Merino's transfer. Mikel Arteta, he never talks about players that are not formerly Arsenal players, and you won't be surprised what his response was. So Mikel Merino, the news out there in Spain is that he's been left out of Real Sociedad squad in their first game of the season. Mikel Merino is a very important player for Real Sociedad, and that all but confirms his exit from the club to join Arsenal. So Arsenal fans, any moment from now, from the time I record this video, there is going to be a here we go from Fabrizio Romano to confirm Mikel Merino's transfer to Arsenal. It is reported that a deal that is worth about around 29 million euros has been agreed between both clubs, and it is only a matter of hours, if not uh, until Mikel Merino signs for Arsenal. So that is the news out there. I've always been confident of this uh, transfer that is going to get done. It is not ITK. It is a fact that Mikel Merino is keen to join Arsenal. Exciting, exciting. Because if you watched yesterday's games, you understand that Arsenal need more. We need more. We need more depth. We need more options, and of course some other players that are potentially going to leave the club. So it's going to be a very important player for Arsenal. Quality player, by the way. He's once had stints at Newcastle in England. Don't forget that. Before moving to Real Sociedad, and now he's coming back to England to sign for Arsenal. Nothing is confirmed yet. Not here. There's no here we go at the moment, but there is concrete news that Mikel Merino in the coming days will be signing for Arsenal Football Club. Let's talk a bit about outgoings. There are players who are seeking a move away from the club, from Arsenal Football Club, due to playing time. Aaron Ramsdale is one of the players, though he was part of yesterday's squad. He was an unused substitute, but he didn't play any part in pre-season. Even while he was there, it was Arsenal's third choice goalkeeper Calhain that was featuring before Raya returned from holidays. So there is every indication that Aaron Ramsdale will be leaving Arsenal very soon. Clubs like Southampton are reportedly interested in signing him, but it only depends on agreeing a fee between Arsenal and clubs that are potentially interested in Aaron Ramsdale. So we're looking at Espanyol goalkeeper John Garcia to replace Aaron Ramsdale. I've not really seen a lot of the Espanyol goalkeeper, but I believe that he's been well scouted. I hope that he's been well scouted, and he's touted to be a quality player. So we're looking at him as potentially replacing Aaron Ramsdale if a deal is struck between Arsenal and any club that is interested in Aaron Ramsdale. And there's reports also about Fabio Vieira. He wasn't included in yesterday's squad, though he's been hampered by a very minor injury. But reports keep coming out that he's likely going to be seeing the exit door at Arsenal. But there is no real confirmation as to that news, but there is reports suggesting that he's very close to leaving Arsenal. And of course, Jakub Kiwior is also seen as one of the players that will be leaving Arsenal as well. And he wasn't even included in yesterday's squad. He's not injured, so there's every speculation. All the speculations are rife that Jakub Kiwior would likely be leaving Arsenal, and it's something exciting, because there's been a bit of disappointment amongst Arsenal fans as to how we're doing business in terms of players leaving the club. So if such reports keep emerging, then it means that Arsenal, there is hope that there is potentially going to be incomings at Arsenal. So these are a handful of players that we look to move on, and we're going to get some fee from, and it will facilitate us to go all out to sign players that are really needed. And when we talk about players that we really need, there's a conundrum that surrounds Mikel Arteta at the moment. I'm talking about our striker situation. Kai Havertz is a player that last season he returned with a handful of goals, and amidst the criticisms he faced, don't get me wrong, and this is a player that keeps scoring goals. He scored a goal again yesterday, and this is a favorite. This is a player that Mikel Arteta really, really likes. And even though he faced a series of criticism last season, Mikel Arteta kept fielding him and he kept delivering. But when we talk about end products, Kai Havertz is not the best striker in the world in terms of end product, in terms of finishing. It's a player that could have scored at least a hat-trick yesterday, to be honest, to be fair. So end product matters a lot in football. There are games where there's few chances, few opportunities to score. And are we going to depend on Kai Havertz to deliver us from such situations? So I still insist, I still think that we need a striker, but this conundrum that surrounds Mikel Arteta, seeing Kai Havertz score a goal yesterday and looked sharp, there's going to be a feeling, is it still necessary to get a striker? Or we just remain confident with, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Leandro Trossard. These are the forward setup we had last season. We fell short. A lot of pundits, a lot of suggestions keep coming up to say that Arsenal, the only thing that they need at the moment is to sign a striker and they win the league. So I think that it's only fair for Arsenal to look into that direction and, of course, go all out to get a striker. So that is my take on it. I don't know what you think. Whatever it is you think, please let me know in the comment section. What do you think Arsenal must do in terms of the striker situation? Is it okay that we just go through the season again with Kai Havertz as our main man? There are striker options out there. Victor Gyökeres. I don't know why people are not talking about this big man from Brentford, Ivan Toney. Clubs have not really looked at him. So I think that the striker position is that puzzle that Arsenal really need to gel, to click. Let me know in the comment section, people. And there are other players that Arsenal have been linked with speculatively, like Kingsley Coman. Bayern Munich was on target for Bayern in their DFB Pokal game yesterday. And of course, Federico Chiesa of Juventus. He's been an outcast since the transfer window began, and he's been left out of Juventus squad. He's been banished from training with the first team, and this is a quality player. The only problem is he's injury prone. So I don't know how you feel about Federico Chiesa and Kingsley Coman. It is reported that Coman has 1 year left on his contract, and he's not willing to extend his contract at Bayern, to be fair. So let me know what you think. Do you think that we need these wide players to offer Bukayo Saka some needed rest this season going forward? Share your thoughts in the comments, people. And thank you once again for being a part of this transfer show. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Eugene Talks Football. Let's keep going. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and I will see you again. Peace.